A+ലേക്കുള്ള വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the ENCLAPS channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
പാമ്പ് ഭൂമിയുടെ അവകാശികളിൽ ഒരാളാണ്. സഹവർത്തിത്വമാണ് ആവശ്യം. ഈ തത്വം അംഗീകരിക്കേണ്ടതല്ലേ? Wow, what an inspiring thought. Hello everyone, welcome back. How's everything going on? All good, right? Now, tell me, what was I doing when I started this class? Of course, I was reading the book, Bhoomiyude Avakashigal. The character in this story says that we should not kill a snake because it's a part of God's creation. What a wonderful thought. The writer here is trying to convey the idea of living in harmony with nature through his character. Do you know why? Because he says that we are all Bhoomiyude Avakashigal, and that's the title of the book as well. Do you know what is more special about this author? It's the beauty of his language. He always wrote in simple common man's language, blending skillfully humor. Chaplachi, Ledukusu, Bedukusu, Buddusu. Yes, you guessed it right. He is known as the Baipur Sultan, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. To know more about him, click on the Know the World icon. By the way, let me ask you something. Has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra? What a question. But believe me, that's how the story begins. Yes, that's the beginning of the story, The Snake and the Mirror, written by the Sultan of Stories, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. As we just saw, the narrator of the story is a doctor. To be more precise, a homeopath, a homeo doctor. He was sharing his experience with a full-blooded cobra to his friends. A full-blooded cobra, a deadly poisonous one. All his friends were shocked. They were discussing snakes, but never expected such a twist. All fell silent as he started narrating his experience. Let's see what happens.
Has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra?
What made you ask such a question?
Well, let me tell you. That was an adventurous experience. My tale from my life.
What?
Yes, that's the beginning of the story, The Snake and the Mirror, written by the Sultan of Stories, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. As we just saw, the narrator of the story is a doctor. To be more precise, a homeopath, a homeo doctor. He was sharing his experience with a full-blooded cobra to his friends. A full-blooded cobra. The Materia Medica is a reference book for doctors. A homeopath looks very young, doesn't he? Yes, he is. That was his experience long back when he was quite young. Did you see his house? A small one, in fact a rented house. He was a young bachelor then, and maybe he had just started his medical practice. Looks like his earnings were meager. That's why he had to adjust in such a small house, that too with rats as his companions. Didn't you see the pathetic condition of his house? The rats were running to and from the beam of the tile roof. I just can't think about that. Now, looks like he had gone out for dinner and is back home. It's time to sleep, but the summer heat kept him awake. There is no electricity. The house was not electrified. He lit a kerosene lamp on the table. That's a suitcase with some shirts and dhotis in it, and of course, a meager amount of money. What is he going to do now? He has taken off his white shirt, black coat, and oh no, his vest looks untidy and worn out. That doesn't suit a doctor. But anyway, we know his miserable condition. Poor young chap. He is planning for a night's repose. He opened the 2 windows in his room for cool and refreshing air to get in. What's next? Yes, I told you, he is going to sleep. He is setting up his bed. But I wonder how he is going to sleep amidst those rats. Look, they are still active up over there. A regular traffic of them moving through the beams. There is no ceiling. Anytime they may come down. The poor fellow looks restless. He went out to get some fresh air, but in vain. Now he is back in his room, sitting on a chair next to the table. Is he going to read? I feel so. He may be getting ready to read the Materia Medica. By the way, did you all see anything else on the table? Yes, good guess. There's a large mirror and a comb on the table beside the lamp. What is he going to do with the comb this late hour? Let's see it later.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ എൻക്ലാപ്സ് ദ ലേണിംഗ് ആപ്പ്.